Hey guys, welcome back to the next part of the Tottenham save on the Football Manager 2017 beta, and today we're going to be taking on West Brom in the Premier League. It is the end of October, and the league's going well. The Champions League, not so much, but the Premier League is quite good, healthy at the moment. 8 games in, we've only lost once. The goal difference is pretty decent, it's plus 11, and we're only 3 points off the top, and we are only behind the 2 teams who have yet to lose. Well, except Watford, who have drawn 4 and won 4, which is a very strange combination. At the moment, it's not the strangest league I've ever seen. I have seen weirder leagues. Everton, I can't lie, seeing Everton at the bottom is kind of funny to me, but I will admit it is very strange. That shouldn't be happening. Everton are, but look, I always think Everton are bad, but trust me, they're not that bad. Bournemouth, yeah, I kind of get it. Palace, Hull, Swansea, West Ham, yeah, it all kind of makes sense there. But then when you start seeing like West Brom, not even West Brom, but like Sunderland, Watford, Southampton near the top, you think, ooh, this is a bit weird. But, you know, this always happens in the beta. I think virtually every single save going will have some weird anomaly. So that's the state of that league. We're going to very quickly look over our fixtures. We've only played 3 games since we last spoke, and we've won all of them. And again, we are flying in with the goals. In particular, Sydney Sam, who has been already one of the best bargains I've ever had on Football Manager. Even if he was to now break his leg and retire, he would still be an amazing signing, because we beat Hull 2-1. Now, this was an incredibly frustrating. I'll get on to why in a second, but Harry Kane and Sydney Sam scored in this one. This is just another case of, like, let me show you Ferreira's goal, because again, you kind of just think, why can't we deal with this? What am I doing wrong? And there is nothing. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this in 2D. I will change that in a moment. But I've been experimenting with different things. But again, it's a set piece, and you just think, oh, why? And if they had got something out of this, I would have been furious, absolutely furious. Look at this: 23 shots to 3, 8 on target to 2. It would not have been fair. But this is Football Manager. It doesn't do fair. It was kind of the similar story again, but with even more added stupidity for the win against Middlesbrough. Now, this was 3-2. We were cruising. Alderweireld, Kane, and Sam scored. Then the highlight immediately following the Sydney Sam goal, the highlight started. Middlesbrough passed it around a bit. And then Hugo Lloris explicitly did this. I don't understand what on earth happened there. He just seemed to say, here you go, Stuart Downing, you seem like a nice chap, you can have a free goal if you want, because... Anyway, and then, again, inexplicably, Sydney Sam decided to 2-foot, in the 89th minute, he decided to lunge 2-footed at Stuart Downing and get himself sent off. Again, ridiculous. And also, we then gave away a penalty when Kyle Walker handballed in the 91st minute. If we had thrown that one away, again, it would have been very, very harsh. 32 shots, 10 on target to Middlesbrough's 6 and 2. Also, the possession there is also miles ahead. So that would have been frustrating, but nothing frustrating about the Apoel Nicosia game, as Sydney Sam again scored 2. So he's suspended for the West Brom game, which we're going to be seeing shortly. So I thought, might as well throw him in for the Apoel game. He can't play, might as well. Kane came off the bench and scored. Janssen scored, who started. And surprisingly, Adrian Rabiot ran the midfield for this game and scored 2. Both were relative tap-ins by all accounts, really. But they were nice goals, and it was enough to help our goal difference in the Champions League, because if we just look very quickly here, amazingly, Napoli beat Barcelona. Don't even ask what happened there. If we just have a very quick look, they lost 1-0, so I haven't actually checked this one out. This is my first look at this as well, and let's be honest here, Barcelona, not a single shot on target. They got battered. Absolutely hammered them. Jose Callejon with the winner. So Barcelona, now we're in a scrap with them. It's going to be difficult, but anyway, forget about the Champions League for now. We're going to move straight on into this West Brom game. Now, I installed a very attacking mentality for the Apoel game, and I decided to carry that one over, and I'll show you the team I selected here. Icardi will start as Soko and Son. Soko had a good game against Apoel. So too did Rabiot. So I thought I cannot possibly drop Rabiot after this. Oh, one last big bit of news. You might notice a distinct lack of Hugo Lloris. Paul Lopez is in goal. That is because if I show you in the squad here, Hugo Lloris is injured for 2 to 3 weeks. He has a broken cheekbone. Why he can't wear a mask, I don't know. But yeah, he's out now for 2 to. I like how medical expert job here. Wow, get on with it, lad. Just wear a facial mask. Doesn't matter if you get booted in the side of the face, something, and your whole face collapses. But yeah, it's Rabiot was completely undroppable. Wanyama has been complaining to me, despite the fact that he's been fine, I think, for the most part in terms of his playing time, but he's complaining about not enough games, so he is now going to have to start. Ericsson, again, had a good game. So Paul Lopez, who is on loan from Espanyol, 21 years old, to risk, but it's the only option I've got. I did have to play the young lad Glover there, who's on the bench. I did have to play him against Apoel because Lopez was not registered, which is very funny. But if we pick up where we left off last time out, as you can see, there's the attacking mentality. We had all these. Okay, maybe not that high. I think that's a bit silly, but we're at home. I expect us to do quite well here. So I've put it onto 2D now. 2D Classic at the moment, I'm having a few issues, and it's why I've changed it to 2D for this game to kind of remind myself, but also to make a point. As of recording this, I'm fully aware we're still in beta, and this is the idea of opening up to the beta and everything. But I'm having massive issues with the 2D Classic version of the game. Don't ask me what's going on, and that's a lovely save by Lopez. Walker's kept it in as well. That was almost definitely a corner for them. But yeah, for whatever reason, when I play it with the software thing on, I forget what it's called, when you go into the match settings in the preferences, it says, do you want GPU assisted thing, basically use your graphics card to help you with the graphics, or would you just want it to run via the software? Essentially via your CPU, I think, as I understand it. Please correct me if I'm wrong there. But my GPU is essentially non-existent. I don't actually have an external GPU. It's built into the CPU. I use a Mac Mini from 2012, and it is starting to show its age a little bit now. I need to change things up, but okay, this is not working clearly. Let's pull back to normal here. Let's not be more expressive. Let's not run at the defense, but we'll keep on attacking. Because we're 1-0 down, and again, conceding goals to a competent team, because Apoel weren't competent, let's be honest, is a bit of a problem. It's a huge problem, and something I can't solve at the moment, and it's going to take many episodes for me to do so. Anyway, here we go, we're on the attack. Anyway, so if you're also having problems with the 2D Classic engine, let me know, and let Sports Interactive know. That's the most important thing. That's why we play the beta. Mauro Icardi, with his 4th goal of the season, puts us level, thank God, because Son Heung-min, who has been equally as good as Sydney Sam, certainly in the goal-scoring department, is not firing today. And again, he's another one who will just have one of those spells where he just will be totally ineffective, and you just think, hang on a minute, why is this happening? Okay, Matt Phillips just turned into Lionel Messi, completely from nowhere, and just scored a belter. Danny Rose, again, doing sod all in his defending. There, Jan Vertonghen giving a captain's performance at 6.2. I'm going to be aggressive here and say show a bit of frigging desire. Son, he's going to have to come off because this is not good enough, but I don't really want to take him off. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, he's looking fired up, so we'll leave it for now. We'll put it back to flexibles. I'm just clicking buttons at this point. Still trying to get used to the team and see what works and what doesn't. Rabiot not having the same influence as he did in the Champions League. So yeah, this is not going to plan at all. Let's use this team talk thing. Let's see if what can we use? Push forward, because team talks apparently do, or certainly on FM16 did absolutely nothing as far as I could see. And yeah, by the looks of things, it's not great. Darren Fletcher now, he's already on a yellow card. Neil Swarbrick has given him his 2nd, and then he's sending off down to 10 men. Right, brilliant. A lot of our free kicks really are not beating the first man. Again, I don't know if this is like a game thing, but we simply can't beat the first man at the moment. Then again, if you've seen Liverpool in real life, or it was certainly the case last season, Our set pieces never, ever, ever beat the first man, and it was the most annoying thing in the world. Okay, Son's got to come off. Who do we bring? God, I haven't actually got many options. Oh, dear. Okay, Harry... I actually have no idea. Okay, Wanyama's got to come off. He's doing nothing. Bring on Dele Alli. And that's it. Yeah, okay, we'll leave Son on. He's performing badly, but he's not inexplicably terrible. Two centre-backs having a shockers, aren't they? Look at that. Let's see, who else can we bring on? I feel like I'm going to take Vertonghen off. I'm going to do something a little bit risky here. I'm going to bring Kane on. I'm going to go 3 at the back. I know, I'm actually using expansive tactics. This is crazy. No, not 5-3-2. Sorry, I've totally gone the wrong way there. So let's move Alderweireld to here. And we'll just drop Son and Sissoko back here. So we're going to go 3-5-2. This might work. It might completely backfire in my face, but I'm hopeful here. Yes, that'll be fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. I feel like Rabiot, let's have him on attack. Because he impressed me so much in the previous game. Let's go higher as well. What else do we need to? Maybe we shouldn't be as wide this time. Again, these are all the tactics that won me 6-0 against Apoel. So, I thought I was doing the right thing, but we're having no highlight. Look at this, no highlight. Here we go, finally, and it might actually be for West Brom at this stage. Look at this. They're down to 10 men. We're pushing for it, and no highlights at all. It is for a West Brom chance. And Gardner fires are over. Absolutely nothing coming. We've got look at the formation we're playing and everything. Nothing is happening. Oh, for God's sake! Look at the body language. It's terrible. Right, Son. Let's bring on Janssen. God, I'm just going jugular now, or whatever the phrase is. 3 up there. Who can play out wide? Sissoko. You know what? Let's try this. This is a ridiculous formation. And Sissoko can play... Yeah, let's have him in attacking midfield. I think that works. Yeah, let's try that. God, a point against West Brom. I'm going to be delighted with that. Right? Yeah, nothing. What is going on? There's been no highlights at all. There's nothing. I'm stunned. It's going to go... What has just happened? This is a nightmare. This is an absolute aberration. I think I've said the right word there. And Lopez just takes his time, just boots it straight to James McClean. That is nothing short of a disgrace. We've lost 2-1 at home to West Brom. And the thing was, we weren't even that bad. Like, we weren't shocking, like absolutely, awful. I mean, look, somebody like Kyle Walker, 7.5. And look, again, loads of shots. God, the game knows when us content creators turn the camera on, doesn't it? Because the amount of times I've seen people go, oh, look at this great team. Look at what a great time I'm having. And then they just get smashed or they lose quite embarrassingly. Look at that. They played half an hour with 10 men and we got nothing at all. Absolutely no highlights. Not even a whiff of a chance. I had 3 people up front, nothing. What is going on? Kanye West locked them in the dressing room. That's a sentence I'd never thought I'd hear myself say. Well, we're still third, I guess. Let's see. I mean, at the moment, Manchester City have yet to play, so have a few other teams. All the good stuff we'd built up there is now just gone completely. The morale is probably going to be down. That's actually not too bad, but it should be. It was a bit higher than that. We miss Sydney Sam and Hugo Lloris. Absolutely do not believe that. I can't even offer an explanation. Maybe the only thing I could think was maybe we went too hard in terms of the attacking mentality. Can you really apply Apoel to West Brom? I'd say they're about the same, in terms of sort of quality. Maybe West Brom are a bit better. But I have just been Tony Pulis. well, I say that West Brom scored 2 goals. That's not the intention of Tony Pulis. I don't believe that is ever the intention of Tony Pulis. But we're going to have to bounce back, right? I was going to play a weakened team against Norwich in the EFL Cup here, but that West Brom result may have just twisted my arm a little bit. So, very, very disappointing. I'm terribly sorry that you had to watch that. I didn't intend for that to happen, but there you go. This is Football Manager. It's a beta. Shit happens. So, if you enjoyed my misery there, please do hit the like button. And very quickly, we are going to just have a look around at a few leagues. Now, one of the things that I want to say about these leagues is I had a quick glance at them before, and for the most part, they looked the part. You know, they stuck to what I would imagine them to be like in terms of, you know, simulated results. Except the Premier League. The Premier League is the only one difference. If we go into this here, in fact, how do I get to it? I don't know. There it is, League in Focus. That's a new one. I don't recall that one. But if we have a look, there you go. There is the rest of the leagues as all the leagues I have loaded, or at least most of them, but all over the place. But as you can see, you know, you top. I mean, apart from Barcelona here, who where on earth are Barcelona? They're down in 9th. But they have actually not. Oh no, oh no, sorry, that's a loss. I thought that was win-loss drew. Barcelona are down in 9th. Okay, but you know your top 2 are the 2 Madrids. That's fine. Paris Saint-Germain lead Ligue 1. That's difficult to say, especially when you've got to put on a phony French accent. Juventus leading Serie A. The 2 Milanese clubs behind them. Brighton, as you obviously would expect, are leading the Championship. Partick Thistle are actually top of the Scottish Premiership a while back, and Celtic are down in 3rd. The Brendan Rodgers effect, I don't know. And Charlton lead League 1 with the Milton Keynes Dons. Where are AFC Wimbledon, our good friends at AFC Wimbledon? 15th, not too bad actually. Fancy them to promote for another promotion this year. Anyway, that's going to be the end of it now. I'm beginning to ramble, so I will end it there. So as I say, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. We will be back then in the month of November. I think we'll do it for... Should we do the Liverpool game? I think that'll be a good one. So it's a month today. So hopefully that video will be out tomorrow. And I will see you then. Goodbye.